couple things around still. Not too much though. Got some new things. Just gotta turn some lights on. Lenny, what's up? Sorry, bud. I work midnights, so it's kind of hard for me to get on sometimes, unless I get out of work early. But this is gonna be during the weekdays. This is kind of my normal time. I can't really beat this time. So, just trying to pick up a couple of additional things here. Got some new products that you guys bought. It just sucks. It's just work midnights because more pay, more money. That's why I go to work, so I don't see any other points. Donos? What's Donos? I don't know what that is. Oh no, I haven't unlocked it yet. I'm kind of on this level right now. Cash App, that's where everybody's been donating right now. Cash App. I can't turn them on yet. I have 1,500 watch hours to go. I'm halfway there. Getting close. So if you got, that's what you're trying to do and you got Cash App, that's the way to go. And then I keep tabs on my board out here. It's currently what has been contributed so far. Daughter forgot to add the 1 in there. Let me fix this up here. Hang on 1 second here. I didn't even notice she wrote that up there. There we go. But donations get your name on the wall. Let's see here. All right. Let's see what we have to do today after I move the rest of this couple of things here. Oh, look at that, one of my daughter's fruit snacks on the floor. Glad it's not summertime to get bugs. If you have any tips, might start fish YouTube. Just be persistent. Persistence is key. Move around a lot. Try to, when you say you're getting on, try to actually do so. And I mean, I'd say that's about it. There's not really too much to it. It's not too difficult. But persistence is one of the key factors in it. Learn that over time. Let's see here. Pick up these last couple of things. I'm just trying to clean up here so I can start breaking this stuff down without having any issues of getting anything damaged. Lenny, you said you had something for me, bud? What's going on? Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Much appreciated. Can't wait to open these products and show you guys what I got with the last bit of proceeds that came through from you guys. Gotta get the tripod. We gotta turn some lights on in here. Check on everything. Make sure all the fishies are all right. All right. Tripod. Let's get this thing set up. Boom. Alright, guys. Let's see here. I'll get this stupid thing. That's much better. A couple more lights on here. I have PayPal too. I appreciate that. So Cash App's pretty good to have. A lot of people have it. Safe, secure. Could try to link you up with PayPal if you have that. Trust me, I got a lot of stuff coming and it's needed for sure. Alright, let's get some more people in here and it's all rolling here. It's fun trying to move this tank right here. And then shredded that way. Down over here, but I just don't know at the moment if that's going to be a good idea. The floor is pretty cold over there, and maybe if I put it on something, I don't really have anything to put it on. A piece of wood, but I think it's going to do too much. I think that damn heater would stay on 24/7 here. Alright. Things first, baton heater. One of the things that I just got, little mini version. That's what I have down here. So this is replacement number one. Unfortunately, I ordered a couple more, and they refunded my money and said that they're not coming, and I have to go through the reordering process and wait for my money. But here's one of probably 20 heaters we're going to need, and these are about $30 a piece taxed out. So there's from some donations there. Nice things, parts for the tank wall that we're building. And let's see here. Be these airline drops to go into the PVC pipe like I have in the other room. Just simple on and off airflow valves. Should be 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Make sure they're all here. $13, $14, $15, $16, $17, $18, $19, $20. Alright, so that was also bought with some of the proceeds. And then the last thing that I bought with the proceeds from you guys' donations. I'm really excited about this, and while we're doing some other stuff, I'll kind of get these soaking. Are these? What these are is what I'm going to try to run as pleco caves for our bristle noses. They are terracotta planters. A little different packaging pictures all showed. It's okay. A little smaller than the ones I have. I don't think these are going to work. These are going to have to be returned. They didn't have any specs on them, but these are too short. These are roughly 5 1/4 inches. So you need to find some 7-inch ones. I know that this is what I was ordering. And some of them are cracked, so well, this one's definitely got a crack in it right here. And some defects on the inside, and just these are way too small. I have to go a different route. That was a fail. So I guess these will be going back. I'm taking these back tomorrow, and we'll have to try this again. These are relatively thin compared to the other ones I have too. It's kind of crap. So I didn't know that they were going to be this small. I don't even think damn plecos will fit in there. I mean, it's like the same body size as most of my bigger guys. I guess they could bury themselves into the tip here, but yeah, I don't like these ones, so I have to try again on those. And some of them got some shit in the inside. So that kind of sucks. I was really looking forward to these for the plecos. Sayer, breezing through. Horses wore me out. Things are looking beautiful. Thank you, thank you. 7 inches is huge for pleco cave. Nah. Yeah, guys. Thanks, Lenny. I'm doing all right. Let's see here. Where can I buy this? What, these terracottas? And well, these are made of clay. These are clay, and I got them on Amazon. So if you go to Amazon and type in terracotta planters, just try to make sure you look up the size, because like I said, this is one of the cheaper ones, and some of the holes aren't even centered, which that don't really matter. But these also have a pretty big lip on them, and I don't really like that too much. The other style I have are a lot longer than these. I actually have one I'll show you in the 40-gallon breeder down here. Let me turn the light on down there. So it's kind of going to be a little bit of an obvious trial and error here on purchasing these. Like I said, I didn't know that they were going to be this damn short. I can hold it in my hand. So I do want to get a little bit larger of one, and I don't know if they'll like the fact that the opening has a lip on it, or if they'll feel more secure about it. I'm not quite exactly sure on that. So that won't seep into the aquarium. I'm a beginner. No, it won't seep into the aquarium. It's like clay pots. Same thing as all the other caves are made of. But it does kind of suck that we're gonna have to go a different route. I don't have a shop. It's not my shop. Let's see here. Well, yeah, I figure, you know, a lot of my plecos, the bigger ones, especially breeding size, are about 4 to 5 inches. So, you know, you want them to have a couple inches extra to, you know, be able to go up in there and not feel like they're sticking out unless they want to. And then you want room for the male and female to be able to lay eggs. So, I mean, I'll kind of give this another try. Let me, I had that one in there. Let me pull out and I'll show you the comparison of the two. And this This one's about 6 1/4 inches is the length of this one. It's got a little bit larger of an opening, I think, maybe the same size, but here's the ones that I'm trying to get the exact replica of. And as you see, there's quite a difference in the size. So I need to find these larger ones. The holes in the opening is roughly the same size, but this one just has a little bit smoother of a transition. These are a little better quality, and that's what I'm going to have to try to run with. I'm going to try to find these exact ones. So that kind of sucks. See the difference in the length. They're the same diameter, or same, you know, spec, you know, width-wise and stuff like that, but the length of them is just way off, and I didn't know that. So it's all right. We'll just send these ones back and have to try again. So I just popped this in down there. I was trying to get my fish to lay eggs on them, and didn't happen. So let me turn the lights on in the other room, and we'll go put this in another tank. How much money have I spent on fish? Thousands. I've roughly spent thousands on fish. Let's see here. Let's turn lights on in the other room here. Daylight. Let's crank it up all the way. There we go. Let's make sure the wall out here is lights on all the way. The room's good. Alright. That sucks, because I waited on these for a little while. So that really kind of blows. Alright guys. God, I have to hush up and close my eyeballs. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, more than 1,000, less than 1,000,000, right. Exactly. Well, you get you some rest, and we're gonna go put this cave. I mean, I can possibly try those. I mean, they were 15 bucks. I just don't see it being plausible with the length, because if I pull one of my other caves out, let's see, which one should I grab out? There's nobody in this one right now. These are from my local fish store. And I mean, they're roughly about the same size. So just the difference is the opening on them. I don't drip water all over the damn place. But this is a traditional pleco cave, and this is what I'm using right here. So I mean, the opening on this one is quite large, so smaller plecos won't really be able to trap the female in there, I believe. But the overall length of the product is very, very close. So that's why I was trying to run these instead, and I figured there's better chances for them to being able to trap them in there. So let me give these guys the option to have 2 caves in here, I guess. Let's see if I get these albinos to breed. Got one cave over here, and we'll put this other one over here. This side like that, and we'll see what happens. See if I see the male go in there at all. Let's see if we got one female back there. Oops, my head. Watch that. So now I have 2 caves in that tank, trying to get the albinos to breed, and I think that cave is too big for the green dragon in there. I got green dragon fry laying right now, so I don't know if I think these guys might be mature enough to breed. They do have decent sized bristles in there, so I need to get some more caves, guys. But that big cave that I showed you guys is like $15 at my local fish store, and they don't really have deals on them at all. So, hang on, guys. I need to eat a little bit of a snack here. Kind of feeling a little snacky. I just don't know if these will work. I really don't. I mean, we can give them a try, but they're not even 6 inches. And the big opening part's about 2.5, 3. I'm not digging that. I don't even think I want to put one in the cave. I mean, in the tank, so. Big Tubby's got some fish. Awesome. Lenny. You can. I mean, over time. You just gotta keep collecting. I didn't get them all at once. Couple caves back in. Box. And we're gonna have to do a return. So that sucks. That's gonna occupy some of my time. So just if you guys are gonna order the terracotta planers, just make sure that you get this don't even the box doesn't have a size on it, so I know better now to pay attention to the exact size of these, make sure they're about 7 inches or close to, but that's the ones I ordered, so if you want the stubby ones, don't order these if you don't want them, but they're for watering plants. That's what these are for. So that sucks. My orders to Amazon haven't been going too good lately. Alright, let's see here. So, trying to think of what tank I want to break down first, guys. I might do the 40 gallon. I'm not sure. I do want to potentially swap out one of the heaters and put this high tongue one in there. We could get away with doing that. Let's go back here. Back into the fish room back here. I really want to replace the first one that I really want to replace is my Snow White one, because I definitely don't want my Snow Whites anything happening to them. So there should be another heater on the way, I think, soon. It looked like they canceled some of my order, but not all of it. Don't see anything dead yet, so that's good in here. But yeah, I want to place the Snow White one. And my Snow Whites are actually going into the smaller terracotta caves, so that's good. I think I need to... Oh man, this is a tough choice. Check on everything just to make sure everything's alright in here. But yeah, I think they have a hard time trapping the female in these bigger, larger caves that I have. Partially a huge issue we're having. Everything looks alive so far. I don't see any deaths anywhere of anything, not even any small babies it looks like, which is good because I don't want my small fry to pass away for the commons. Everybody looks pretty decently happy in this tank. Get you guys in here to have a look-see. Wait, how do I get the floor cleaner things for like the rocks? What floor cleaner things for like the rocks? What do you mean? I don't understand. You have to be a little more elaborate a little bit more. What am I making? Jarno, I am making aquarium stand for the other room. We're going to be tearing the other one down. Hopefully we might get to that tonight. I need to move some tanks, but that's kind of the main goal tonight, is to try to get that wall broken down out there so we can start making a new one. Hi Skylar. Removing tomorrow, removing today, we're moving today, no worry. moving our new house, or packing in my fish tanks and my snails. I can't leave my snails here. With special MIP puffers. Oh, cool, Skylar. Safe travels, and hopefully your move goes well. I'm gonna redo your tank too, Lenny. Okay. Let me get you guys off of here, and just kind of have a look at everything and see how everything's doing. Tank seems to be doing pretty well. Everybody in here appears to be thriving. Like I said, I don't see anything dead, so that's always a good sign. My male's out and about, that's always a good sign when they're out and about. Female's hiding back over here. Can't wait to get a couple more caves in here. That's why I was trying to order those. I was going to put a couple of those in here, a couple in there, you know, all around. But you see I have some in this tank here. And there's a male patiently waiting outside of this one. So hopefully we can get something cracking here soon. But yeah, I think these caves are just too big. The opening difference is just really, really, really a lot different. So I try to give them some options, you know, for caves so they have somewhere to go. So the more caves in a tank, I feel the better. There's more choices. I have a big one down here for these guys. There's one in there right now. I don't want to like sweep them completely out, but we can try to hit some light on him. There he is. But yeah, you see the size of the opening on that? It's just kind of a little ridiculous. I mean, how is he supposed to fan out and get a female in there and trap the female? Because that's how they breed, so I just don't see that happening too easily. Now, well, let's see. This guy's down here underneath. How did you get down there, dude? Upside down there. Alright, let's see here. Everything else looks pretty decent. Is there anybody occupying this cave? Nope. Alright, so everything looks good in there. I'm going to be selling these. I'm going to get them cleaned up. What else we got here? Oh, look, they're checking it out already. That male's checking that cave out. You might actually be able to trap a female in there. So that'd be really, really good. And now there's two caves in there. It might knock down on my males trying to battle each other. Oh, one of the males, he's already in there. You can barely see him in there. He's in there already, guys. See him? So he's happy with that. But you see how they fit in there. There's actually room for him to trap the female in there. And there's room for... I just think that's a better option, honestly. And these are some of my bigger guys too, so see how well they fit in there. So once he gets a female in there, you can trap her in there pretty damn good. But you see he's got himself probably backed most of the way in there right now. And there's just enough room. So let's check on our eggs in here. It's doing pretty good. This guy's a little bigger, I believe, than the albinos that we were just looking at. Come on now. I don't want to spook them out, but there's this guy here. He's sitting on a bunch of eggs. But yeah, he must have fought pretty good to trap a female in there. But like I said, he's pretty big, so same with this guy. I think this cave is good for this guy too. But female's not wanting to really go in there. Need to get these guys in the other tank. Gotta set up a 40-gallon breeder for them. How do you remove the dirt and poo in my fish tank? You get what's called a gravel vac. If you search gravel vac on there, thanks for all the likes, guys. Appreciate you guys. But if you search gravel vac, you can do that. That'll work. That's pretty much how you get those out. all the poop and everything out of the rocks. There's manual styles, and then there's ones that hook up to your faucet. There's a couple different ways. I know there's not eggs in here again. That would be pretty crazy. But he's pretty big as well. So this cave size is good for him. And her, she's pretty big. These guys, I was hoping to get a cave in here with them, a couple caves in here with them to try to get them started. Try to get some longfin babies, but yeah, it's not happening yet. And a little disappointed that my purchase failed to come through. It's actually what I wanted. These guys aren't exactly ready yet for a cave, but they're getting bigger. Let's see here, what else we got? That's pretty much it for now for that category. What's up, Rainer? Yep, use Rashad. Yep, use a fish tank siphon to clean up the rocks and such. Exactly. My uncle, his name is Derek. Don't worry, my cousin is going to help me move my things and get my TV out here, PlayStation, and my stuff in the closet. And that's good, Skylar. It's really good. Like I said, hopefully everything goes good for you on your during your moves and your travels and all your aquarium stuff and your fish. I really wish you the best. So I need to find something to put on the floor, because we're going to put the 40-gallon breeder on the floor over here for now. And that's kind of how that's going to go down. So got a little bit of a draft down here. I don't know exactly where it's coming from, but the floor is pretty cold down here, which sucks compared to just even feet away from it. But trying to think of what I have to put down before that tank goes down. It'd be nice to raise it up off the ground a little bit, but they might actually be worse. I think I'm going to put a towel down. Hi, Miss Naz. How you doing? If you guys haven't already, like and subscribe. And like I said, I think all these tanks are going to go on the table. I think that's what I'm going to do with on my counter. I think I'm just going to put these on the counter for now. Don't know exactly what else to do with them at the moment. I need to get them off of here so we can rip this down and start our build. I ordered four more tanks, 20-gallon long, so I have to pick those up today. We'll have 6 more, and then I'm going to sell these for basically almost what I paid for those. So it's going to be really close gallon wise, but I'm going to be a little behind out of pocket. But it's nice to be able to sell those, and then we're gonna possibly sell some of these as well, and that's gonna cover most of it. But one of them is leaking. No, none's leaking. Not having any leakage problems. I was saying the air, I got an air leak somewhere over here. That's quite obnoxious. That's what I was saying. I don't know where all the cold air is coming in from, but you got quite a bit of cold air coming in over here. Or not exactly air, but it's just cold. I think I'm just going to put one of my towels down and put the tank on the ground for now. And that's what we're going to do with this one. So fold this up out of the way here. Get this out of our way. Like that. My daughter's little boot. I was looking for this. Things you find sometimes when you move shit around. It would be nice to put some cardboard down. Maybe a piece of drywall might work. I have a piece of drywall over here I can put down. Let's do that. Let's get a piece of drywall first, I guess, and put a piece of drywall down. And then we'll put a towel on the drywall. I guess that the drywall might end up as somewhat of an insulator sort. Just a barrier between the floor. let's put this down like that. So here we go. We'll just gap it from the back of the wall a little bit, like so. I mean, honestly, I might be able to put the tank on this and slide this over here. Then it won't scratch my floor and I won't have to carry the tank. Thoughts? Yeah, I'll probably still put a towel underneath the tank. And then these tanks aren't that bad. Be nice to do another water change on these anyways. I think so. Let's see. I don't know why you want me to tell them. What kind of heater do I use? I was using these. But don't buy these. Whatever you do, do not buy these, Rainer. These are failing, so I was using these. And now I'm going to have to switch these out. And I'm going to either use Haiger. Haiger's good. I haven't had any issues with the Haiger ones. And then we're switching over to the, for all the tanks, the High Tongs. It's the brand we're going to. And I can vouch for this controller style. This controller style right here is good. So if you get the one that has this controller style, I know it's good. Hi Ashley, how you doing? But I trust these so far, and they're really nice heaters. Where I'm actually going to put this one in this tank right here because there's a lot of money in this tank. So I want to make sure that I'm not going to have a failure of an overheated heater, and that's what these heaters have been doing. The next one I get in the mail is going in here because these are also Snow Whites, which are expensive. So I'm going to protect my Snow Whites before anything, and then probably the next one's going to be the L519 Honeycombs is going to get the next heater. But you see, I spent a lot of money on these stupid heaters. I got them everywhere. So that's kind of what's going on there. Let's get our water change stuff set up so we can start emptying out that tank over here. Need to get this tank draining down. So I'm going to pop you guys back in here. And 1, 2, 3. Look at them digging the crap out of that cave. See what I mean? There was nobody in the other cave that I just pulled that's in there. But the other male's actually going in the other cave now. So let's see what happens. Both my males got a cave now. I got 2 males and 2 females in here. And they both got a cave now, and they're both in their caves. So that's always a good thing. Keep an eye on them, and then there's two males and 2 females in there. So what we're waiting on is the male to try to trap a female in there. And there is a female lingering around. Let's see if I can get you guys a higher view here. There is a female lingering around. She just kind of flipped around on the left cave. So that'd be amazing if we can get, if you guys can watch this process actually happen. The other female is, let me grab my finger here. There it is. The other female is back here behind the heater. So that's a male there. There's a male in this cave, and then the other female is right on the side of the cave there. Now it made me unfocus. But yeah, he's liking that cave. Hopefully he is encouraged to get that female that's right outside his cave in there. That'd be freaking awesome. Finally have them spawn again. But yeah, he's digging the crap out of that cave for sure, and she's all over the outside of it. Man, that'd be nice. Try to get as many fry going as we can. That's why we got to get this stuff set up though, guys. But yeah, here's another high tong heater up here. And then that's what's on the 40 gallon that's down there right now is one of these high tong heaters. But yep, this is just a bigger one for a bigger tank, that's all. But yeah, I trust these. So far, so good. Let me go get the water change stuff. Do you give them algae pellets? Yes, I do. Hi, Dave. I absolutely do give them algae pellets. And I do have some green beans to try to feed them too. Supposedly that's like one of their favorite things, so I mean, let's drop some green beans in there. I just don't want to disturb him. He's like kind of checking the crap out of that cave right now, if you don't see, and she's like right there near the opening, so you guys might actually get to see this happen. Him trap female in there and lay eggs. So if you see one of the bristle ones chasing around one of the non-bristled ones, that's what's going on. Hoping he'll realize she's right there and trap her in there. Let me get my water change set up going so we can drain this tank down. Still like to put a piece of cardboard down, even though I put this down here. It's okay. Just the heater will just have to work a little overtime for now. Not sweating it too bad. Siphon hooked up now, so that's good. I'll lay down, I have a couple more pieces of this drywall, so we're going to lay it down here just to try to make sure that we got somewhat of a barrier between the floor and that's cold. Hopefully it doesn't transfer much of the drywall. Did I miss anything? Nope, female's over there by the driftwood now. Damn. So let me zoom out a little bit. Let me come down a little bit. And thanks for all the thumbs up, guys. We're at 15. It's awesome. And we're going to start draining this tank down so we can get the damn thing moved. I figured start with the big hardest tank first, right? Just pop this in there and start sucking away. I got to get, there's some fish remnants in that tank, so let's get it out of there. Died not that long ago, so that's what's going on here. Ate the majority of it. Just get the skeleton cleaned up out of here. I'm gonna let my pleco have a chance to eat a lot of it when that happens in here. Garbage out here too, I might as well. Put this in here. Some more bones and shit out of here. fish out of there. But what it, I don't think anybody killed it. I think what happened was sometimes when I unplug my heater, I mean not the heater, but the when I unplug the wave maker that's in this tank and plug it back in, it goes reverse. So that one right, it's right down here. So what happened was, I believe it went reverse, which means instead of blowing this way, it started going the other way, and one of the angelfish swam too close to it, and it sucked them sideways onto it, because that's where I found them at. So, kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Stuff happens. Nothing to get too bent out of shape, but the angelfish in that tank are slowly dwindling, and I think I'm just going to possibly make a posting to get rid of them guys, maybe trade them for some bristle noses. That would be nice to try to find some super reds or some more green dragons possibly, or maybe even some long fins to trade the angelfish for. Had them for quite some time. I'd like to keep the grammies, but then again, I don't have anywhere to put them, and I do have two 40-gallon breeders, so I would like to put bristle noses in the 40-gallon breeders. Super red arowana. Nope. Super red bristlenose plecos. I'm trying to go mostly all bristlenose, guys. Let's see here. I don't know. There, my cousin. I'm not know when I'm going to move in. My uncle's going to walk my new street and check out. Help me. No worries. That's good. I'm not going to tell my Uncle Derek and my cousin I know until my new neighbor, like, welcome to us, and what kind of fish do you want me to get to move new house? I mean, you get whatever fish you want. I'm having a hard time really trying to help you, Skylar, figure out what fish to get. I'm sorry. I'm not going I'm going to go. I'll start my YouTube channel tomorrow, and I'm going to become just like you. Bye and good luck. Oh, thanks, Lenny. Thanks for stopping in, and hopefully I'll see you around still. Hopefully I don't lose you as a viewer. It's been really good chatting with you. Good luck to your channel, and hopefully it works. We're just waiting on water to drain, guys. That's what we're doing right now. It's a 40-gallon tank, so if you guys look up what 40 gallons of water weighs, it's about roughly, probably about 350 pounds. How did I start my channel? If you go all the way back to the beginning, one of my first videos was a mini bike. And then I got into RC cars and side-by-sides, and my channel's kind of a little bit of everything. It's a seasonal channel. Always going to have fish on here now, I guess. But you'll see other stuff posted on my channel, and it's just kind of like one of them channels. If it's not the video pops up of something you're not interested in, just wait for the next one, and the odds are it's probably what you subscribe to. So I do haven't in a while, but I do RC cars on my channel. I repair and build and fabricate things. It's kind of more of a everything and anything channel for hobbies, and it's just to kind of educate people and teach people stuff and just have a good time with people and hang out with you guys. So lately we've been hanging out with the fishes, and there's a lot more to come when I get my next new place. You know, I'm going to be doing a lot of homesteading and stuff like that, so there's going to be, you know, hopefully I'm going to try to get some horses and stuff like that. So, you know, it's just a family channel, kind of just my life. But yeah, my channel is an OG channel. It's It's been up for a long time. I also do car audio stuff on my channel. What kind of fish do you want me to move in Petco besides Petco? What kind of fish do you want me to get closer? What kind of freshwater fish can I ask my uncle, my cousin? You can get a pleco, like get a bristlenose pleco. I mean, get an albino bristlenose pleco. Yeah. But yeah, get an albino bristlenose pleco. I mean, if you lived by me, I would give you one, Skylar. I'd give you a bristlenose pleco if you lived by me. But I'm not into the shipping or nothing like that yet. Maybe one day in the future I'll be into shipping, but my channel's not booming that heavy yet. Eventually, once I get partner with YouTube, I will, create a page to where people can go and email me, and you guys can get a hold of me on there if you want to send something or if you want to buy something. But you guys got to help me get to that point. I need you guys in here every time I go live watching my videos. You guys in here helps me get one step closer to that point, and I greatly appreciate all of you. We're almost halfway drained. Getting there. Guess while this is draining, I guess I can be trying to vacuum some of this shit out of here. There's a little bit in here, not too much garbage in here anymore. Just obviously did a water change not that long ago, so there really shouldn't be shit in here. So these guys, basically where I'm going to put them at is where they're going to go. Let's see, this is going to shake this heater out. Stuff in the heater here. Let's see, I can get this lid off of here, I guess. That'd be a step in the right direction. Lid can come off for now. Washed too, it needs to be washed. Let's set it down here out of the way. And I need to make sure that when I do the next wall over there that I have this much height above the tank, because so the lid's open. Built the space on this perfect for that lid to open. I got lucky on that one. Or maybe it wasn't luck, maybe I measured correctly. Just paid attention, I guess. I don't think there's any more crap coming out of the heater, so that's good. The heater's pretty clean. These guys are going to be like, what in the hell? Because I'm sucking all their water out of here. And I'm just going to leave the heater and the bubbler and everything in there and transfer it over to there. I guess we can unplug the bubbler at this point. Let's see. This one here. Shut it off. Get it off here. So this is how I have. Let's see here. I don't know if you guys can see over here. This was how I was doing the heater. I mean the air junction. I don't know if you guys can see over there. I don't know where the camera's facing. Yeah, you can. But that's. Where's my pointer at? Here it is. This right here is an 18 valve splitter for my Aqua Miracle pump. And that's how I was powering all 18 of these tanks on this wall. I got really lucky when I found that one because I was like, no way, that's exactly how many tanks I have, and that's about the biggest one that you can get. So probably have that up for sale as well on Marketplace because I'm not going to be using that anymore, and hopefully somebody will buy it. Have you any love for axolotls? Yeah, I do. I like axolotls. My buddy actually up north just had a whole bunch of eggs from his axolotls. He sent me a video of. By the way, what happened to the Oscar that fell on the floor? Oscar that fell on the floor is fine. He's completely fine. He's in the big tank over here. And he is... Let me see here. Where is he? He's actually that one right there. That's behind this guy. It's this guy right here, I believe, that happened to. Mushface is right here behind the biter. But no, it wasn't Mushface that fell on the floor. The one that fell on the floor was this guy, like I said, right here. That's next to Mushface, which is right here. Mushmouth, or no, I'm sorry, Mushmouth is that one. And that's the one that fell on the floor in the back, the tiny guy. It's swimming this way now, right here. Let's see here. I love to, thank you. What kind of, like, family with the other cichlids? What kind of other cichlids are friendlier? That's the friendliest fish you have. With my fish, what kind of cichlids you have? Well, I mean, most fish are cichlids. So, friendly ones? I'm not sure exactly friendly-wise. Not too sure friendly-wise which ones are... All mine are pretty aggressive, so I don't really pay too much attention. Oh, I thought he had a female trapped in there. Where's the other one at, though? Oh, guys, I thought my male trapped a female in there finally. I don't see the other... Oh, it's behind the heater, maybe? I don't know where the other one's at. He is, like, going to town in that cave, though. The other males, oh man, they're gonna fight now. Where did the other female go? She's in the back? Behind the heater, maybe? Yeah, she's behind the heater right now, hiding. That other male's gonna try to fight him for that cave right now, it looks like. These two are gonna battle it out for this damn cave. And hopefully force a female in there. Man, the floor is cold over here too, you guys. Jesus. It's terrible. Let's see here. Have you any desire to own a Siamese fighting fish? No, not really. Do you have other pets? Nope. Just my fishes. Just my fishes. Man, this tank's getting pretty close, you guys. We're getting there. It's almost drained out for the most part. And I guess we're gonna set a towel on the floor to drag. So I'm gonna get the vacuum and vacuum up a little bit. Make sure there's like not a bunch of crap on the floor so when I drag it, I have issues. So let me get that rolling out real quick. So I'm gonna mute you guys for a minute so you guys don't get zonked out by the vacuum. Thanks guys, we're almost at 20 likes. Let's see if we can get 3 more and get up there. Are your plecos in 5 gallons? No, they're in 10 gallons. Those are 10-gallon tanks. And it is fine to put breeding pairs of plecos up to 3, like 1 male, 2 females in a 10-gallon tank. Completely fine. Just give me like 2 minutes. Let me vacuum this spot up. Alright guys, we're all vacuumed up. Yeah, I muted myself so you guys didn't have to hear the vacuum cleaner. So it wasn't an ear piercer. So I got the wave maker unplugged. We got 3 plugs over there ready for us for the wave maker, the heater, and the light. So that's all ready to go. And we're just going to drain this tank down to where basically angelfish are laying on their side. Lay this towel down. This is a towel I'm going to use as a dragging towel to drag the tank over to its new spot. Put it on here. This floor got wet on the floor. It's pretty shot over here. It's alright. I don't plan on being here no longer than another year, so. Angelfish are about swimming on their sides for the most part. Just trying to get as much water out of here as we can. Lesser water, the better it is. Are ranches worth it? What's ranches? What's that? I'm trying to think what that might be. Not exactly sure. Alright guys, we're good. So I can move this now, no problem. Got just enough water in there for the fishes. Let's get this out of our way. Let's try to act kind of quickly here. Carefully. We need to get the heater down. Forgot about that. I already had that done. Go. Heater's down. Let's unplug the heater now. Heater's unplugged. Wrap around some hair lines here. Just make sure nothing's tied up. Hang this up here. There we go. So here's our heater, hair line. And the last thing that's up there is our light. Let's get the light off of here. I guess I can leave the... No, I can't. I forgot I gotta move it. I think I have an actual light that's a little bit smaller than this one that'll work up here. So, give this a big light. Alright. Make sure the plugs aren't going to hit the floor. Alright guys, here we go. Risky move. Super careful here. Towel moved on me. That's not good. Oh no. Oops. Kicking you guys here. This isn't how I wanted to move this tank, but I kind of don't have a choice. I'm here by myself, so. Yeah. Sorry, fishies. Sloshy, sloshy. Alright, let's see if I get this to follow me. I don't think it will. Sometimes it will. Nah, it's not going to. So let's just go to destination point here. You guys will be able to see most of it. I'll just kind of stop and have to rotate the camera a little bit. This thing works sometimes. I don't know why it's not wanting to right now. Let's try taking it off, putting it back on. Here we go. Let's see here. Yeah, it's not working. I got the gimbal on, so that's what I was trying to get to focus. Yeah, you guys can see good enough, I guess. Just like that. Alright, here we go. This was the best method I could come up with, and it works fine. A little bit of an abrupt stop. Okay, I'll slosh around a little bit. It's alright. And then I think it's going to be simpler if I put these loose pieces underneath. Oops. Let's do it this way. This. Get you guys now, bring you guys over. Yeah, floor's rotted out right there. Sucks. Alright, please tell me you can scoot your fish out of your... Please tell me you can scoot the fish out of your 40 gallon. You can get it to me like I get closer to you. Can you get me all your fish, or you're going to get me 2 or 3 of those angels? What do you mean? I told you I'd give you a bristlenose pleco if you were closer to me. I said I'm not shipping fish though. I'm not scooping all of my fish out to give away. Thank you, puzzled. Yes, it is a chore. See you tomorrow, Rainer, if you're still in here. Chubby goldfish? I don't know. They might be worth it. Too much. There we have it. Alright. All the way against that tank, so let's leave a nice gap like so. There it is. Alright, now let's get some water back in here and start filling this back up. Are we having any issues here? Looks good, I guess. That's doable for now. So that's 40 gallon, 220. Big difference. Okay, man, I'm telling you what kind of particle is friendly and common. You're getting me the boy or the girl. How many plecos are you going to get me? Do you have any puffer in your tank? Please tell me. No, I don't have puffer fish. I don't know what it would be. I don't know if it would be a male or a female. They're not mature yet, the bristlenose that I would give you. So I have no idea what it would be. Now we need to get our water temperature up correct. And I'll start filling this tank back up. And guess what? That's just more chemicals that I'm going to have to put in here. Need to put a one-way valve on this. And our heater. Show behind here for now. Heater plugged in. No, I don't need to plug it in yet. Wave maker don't need to be plugged in yet. I'll just plug this stuff in at just start to get the water in there, I guess. And then our light. Let me see. I got this light in the hallway right here. I guess I can rinse it off. I think it's a fluval, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure that's what it is. Not seeing a brand on it, but I have another light that's just like this one that actually is a fluval, so I'm sure that's what this is a fluval. Oh, here's the tag right here. Yeah, it's a fluval Pop it over here. Finish. Power wire around. Just plug it in to make sure it works. And plug over here. Let's see how many volts it is. It says 24 volts. So I have a 24 volt plug that I just seen around here somewhere. It's just kind of been floating around. I just moved it. Where did I move that plug here? I hate that when you move something, and as soon as you move the damn thing, it's like, oh, I need it now, and then it's not available to be found. Not a 24 volt plug, it's 20 volt, but sure it'll work just fine. It says output of 20 volts, 0.9 amps. This tag says it recommends 24 volts. We'll see. Let's see if it'll power it good enough. I'm sure it will. Oh, look at that. That's plenty bright. What we got going on, guys? Towel up off the ground. Guess that's the fish towel for right now. Alright, let's see here. If you don't want it to, it's okay. Fenny. Now we got a Fenny. Fenny, I think you're Lenny. You subscribe on this account too? What did you say, Fenny? I don't, Fenny, I miss something if you put something. If I don't want to, what, Fenny? Oh, okay. I missed what you might have been asking, because I don't understand. It says if you don't want to, it's okay. If I don't want to, what, bud? Alright, let's see here. Let's get this heater stood back up all the way. There's that. This bubbler centered. It's going to drive me nuts when they're not centered exactly. That's centered. Wave maker's good. And now I want to get some of those rocks out from down here that are in here. It's going to drive me nuts. Alright. Garbage. That. And a couple little crumbs. Headphone warning if anybody's got headphones. I'm going to vacuum real quick. mess up. So let's get cracking and filling this tank back up. Let's get our lid back on top before it ends up getting broken somehow. And you guys, we are one step closer to having this tank wall completely removed. Oh, I'm super excited about this. How the colors work on this remote here. Let's find out. Oh yeah, sweet. That's good. Yeah, thunderstorm mode. Oh yeah, that'll work good. Awesome. It's always a good feeling. Alright. Give me 1 minute, guys. I need to adjust the water temperature, and then we can start filling this tank. So let's drop this in. So I don't want to suck more water out. Oops. There we go. Last one will hold it. And then, yeah, I think that'll look nice there. What do you guys think? Doing I can do 3 high on the 40-gallon breeder, so I need to obtain 1 more 40-gallon breeder, and then we could do 40-gallon breeders over there in that spot. Yeah, you changed your name. That's fine. Alright guys, let me go and let me find my thermometer so I can check the water temperature. Does anybody want to Google and see if you can put, they're probably too aggressive. I don't think that'll work. I don't think I can put my bristlenose in with the angelfish and the, to have them breeding. I wonder if you can put breeding bristlenose plecos with angelfish and grammies. I don't think that's a thing though. That tank looks so small sitting next to this one. It'll look better once I get the wall built up there. Somebody told me to do my breeding bristlenoses in 55s, but I think I'm going to do it in the 40s. I think the 40s will be fine, and I like the depth, and it just gives them more room to roam around, I think. Like, I understand the depth kind of sucks, but I don't want it too skinny looking next to that, and it's already going to be against the wall a little bit, so. And I think putting this there, it'll give me the ability to put the tanks over to the left more or the right more, and put a shelving in between the tanks to where I can put all my fish products in there. Maybe I can find a nice little, like at IKEA or something, I can find a nice little pantry type thing to put there. Maybe I can find even another one of these pantries like this one right here. That's part of my kitchen, and I thought about doing that and putting another one of those there, possibly. I don't think there's room for that exactly, but let me go check the water here. And please help us carry out my tanks in my new room. No worry, Skylar, where you live at? I don't even know where you're at. You're probably not even anywhere near me, bud. Alright guys, let's get to filling this tank up. Now our wall, let's look at our wall, guys. It's getting empty. We have 1 row of tanks left on this wall, and we can start tearing this wall down and start our rebuild. All the lumber is over here. The house is a mess right now, trying to do all this fish crap, but all the lumber is right over here to build the new wall. That should be all the lumber we need. We got 10 2x4s and 4 2x6s. So hopefully that's enough lumber. We are making headway here, guys. We are getting there. My joystick quit working. What's going on with it? There we go. I'll give you guys a view of, I guess, this view here. Then you guys can see what's going on, and you guys can look at that. And let me move the vacuum out of the way. Vacuum. That's a good view for you guys. How about that? You guys can look at the fish and see the tank that I'm going to be filling back up. Guys, I swear, I spend more time looking for things than I do constructing things because I place things in stupid freaking places all the time. And I don't know where I put, there it is, I found it. Alright, sweet. Temperature probe, check the water. Alright guys, here we go. Filling up. Check it here to make sure I'm getting the same temperature reading as I was in there. $78. $79. about 78.5 degrees. That's fine. Perfect. That'll be perfect. What we're trying to do here. Alright, now I need to get a one-way valve put on there. Glued all these ones on. Grab one pushed up here. I know you do fish stuff a lot, and you got a big ass container full of stuff here. Alright, so let's see here. I'm gonna need one-way valve. One right here. Just fine. Piece of airline tubing. Long enough. I don't think it is. Let's reach that there. So. This piece of work. So let's put our one-way valve on. So. There we go. Just adjusting all the time. Let's check our water temperature again, make sure our water temp's good. This one. There it is. Come over here and see what you guys are talking about. Coldwater, Ohio, Florida. Yeah, Florida is pretty far, I'm sorry. If you're in Ohio, I'm in Michigan, so if you're in Florida, that's pretty far. Alright. Alright, so we got tank filling up. I'll give you guys partial, a little bit of both, I guess. Let's get a temperature reading on the tank. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Got 20. Let's see if we get to 25 likes, guys. 25. That's what we're going to try to hit now. Tank water is reading 77.5. Perfect. Filling up with good water here. Let's move this heater down a little bit like that. And get a little fuller. We can plug the heater in. Wave maker can get plugged in now. Plug that in. Wave maker's plugged in, and plug the heater in, even though it's not going to work yet. Alright. Maker in, and then let's put some prime in there. So here, there's chlorine, just in case we're going to chlorine in my water. It says 50 gallons for 1 capful, so just shy of a capful of prime. Shake it up a little bit. That in there. Oh, we got our prime in there, so that's good. That's going to remove any chlorines or anything that's in the water, potentially. Alright. 8 more tanks left. We got to figure out where I'm putting them at. Fun. I feel like I've moved this shit so many times now at this point, you guys. It's crazy. Literally feel like I've moved these tanks so many times at this point. Plug the phone in, signing 2%. It's so low right now. %. Phone's charging. Maybe that was going to happen next. Here's what it is. This thing fucking sucks. Detects resistance on it. Oh my lord. Gimbal issues. See if I can wedge it between these tanks, the cord. This damn thing. Do something here. It's a little better. It's a little crooked, but it is what it is. Tank's almost full. And yeah, that's not gonna work. I'm not happy. There we go. I don't think it's going to stay though. Probably not. As soon as I move around a couple times, it's going to fall back over again. Let's see here. What do we got going on? -1 degree outside. We're going negative out here. Sorry guys, my gimbal, when I plugged the cord into it, it's not happy. It acts up and acts stupid. Doesn't like having resistance, and if it feels any resistance on it, so it doesn't damage the motors on the gimbal, it'll just do that shit. So let me find my better cord. It's lighter than that. Right here. The cord that I got on there is really thick, so it fights with it. Let's trade cords real fast here before it dies. This cord's a little better. Let's turn the gimbal off. Back on. There we go. Now plug it in. It should be fine now. Should be okay. This tank's almost full. Then we can work on draining the other one. I don't know how to get the effects menu. There we go. Okay. So we're almost full over here now. Heater hooked up, the heater's working properly. Got a light on it. Fish seem happy. We put some prime in there in case there's any chlorine in there or anything like that. So all in all, I think we're okay. Bubbler going, turn that up a little more. Bubbles, and we're almost full. We're sitting pretty level too. From front to back. Front to back isn't that level, but everything else is. Wall there. That's pretty much where I'm filling it up to, is about where it's at right now. Going more, I promise. So there we go, we're filled up. Just while I'm at it, I'll top this tank off, that's the way. Lost a little bit in here, so I'll just get that in there and not walk away from it. Close the lid on this tank. This tank's complete for now. Alright guys, making progress here. And I need to go and clean up the other tank. I'm in Michigan. I'm sure your mom wouldn't want me to pick her up. It's pretty funny though. light bubbler. Good to go. Meter light bubbler. Wave maker. This tank's pretty full, so good enough for me. That's where I want that tank at. Should top it off pretty nicely there. Push this off and let's go flip around. And we got to start sucking water out of the other tanks, you guys. That's kind of where we're at now. Water out of these other tanks and get them ready to be moved. Feeling the gimbal's gonna act up on me. So, I guess the first tank will move. There it went. It's alright, you guys can sit a little crooked. It's not a big deal. First tank I guess we'll do is the blue polar parrots over here. Sorry for the crazy angle, guys. I got the phone plugged in and the gimbal does not like to be any resistance on it, so we're gonna do this tank first, I think. The first tank we're gonna tear down out of these last of them here. Trying to get this rigged up to where about as straight as I can get it. Alright. This is going to be fun. Fun, 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 fun. Time to put hundreds of pounds on my countertop now and see what it's truly made of. Towel down, I guess. Alright. Let's see. I gotta take this power strip from down here. So, let's see. The upper one can be unplugged, I think, at this point. No longer needed right now. And we got this can be plugged in. Everything can shut off. All the heaters. This needs to go unplugged in here. This could be unplugged from here. Let's plug this in. I don't know how I got that power strip plugged in that. One heater plugged into it, and whatever the hell this is, but air pump. Completely unplugged. There. Where is this damn thing plugged in? Oh, it's over here, I guess. Alright. Basically everything. Time is of the essence, guys. You guys plugged in over here too, and that's not going to work anymore. So I got to move you guys as well over here a little bit. You guys back in. Just get some of this mess out of the way so I can kind of see what the hell is going on here. This light goes with the other light. Matching of these. Let's see here. All the heaters are still plugged in, but what, one, two, all of them but two. Two of them are plugged in down there, I guess. Let's see if I can get this damn thing out of here. It's the air pump. There's the lid I'm looking for. This damn thing out of here. more strip back over there now. Start draining tanks. I guess we kind of might as well move the damn air pump over there. Let's get it going. Not even getting plugged back in, so. Air pump over there, plugged in, ready. Guys, start draining some freaking tanks, I guess. Race against the freaking clock at this point. Let's see, radiators can stay plugged in. Yes. All the heaters are on. That's the important part. Smooth plecos. Got to drain these tanks down at least halfway in order to be able to carry them over there. Assume while that's going on, I could at least get the air bubblers. Can't do that yet either. I gotta wait till I can slide them out. It's 88 inches, and I forget how long my counter is. Let's measure. Find my trusty measuring tape here. 85 inches. That's what I need space-wise on that counter. I don't think that counter is 85 inches. Shit. It is 94 inches of counter space is what I have. 992. We are pushing boundaries with things, guys. Skylar, I told you I would give you a bristlenose pleco. No, you can't have my polar parrots. No, can't have baby Oscar. I was offering you some baby plecos, bristlenose plecos. That's what I could give you. Alright guys, I'm getting more water out of here than I wanted to. Oops. I'm paying too much attention. Let's start suction of the next tank here. Let's do so we can do these guys next. This thing sucks pretty fast sometimes. Let's see. Here's the heater. And there's our bubbler. Come on, let's go. Rush these as fast as I can. Just a little more difficult here. Do these as fast as I can so we get water back in them. Number two. Okay, guys, we're getting these tanks moved. We're on number 3 now. Should get one step ahead here. Fish. Don't see them anywhere. That's not good. This one. This one. Some good water changes in, that's for damn sure. Three. Guys, we are almost ready to tear this tank wall down. Almost good. Record. Records. It's doable. I can pick that up like that. I think our next one's going to be the Green Dragon tank. Here. Four more to go, guys. 4 more tanks to move. 4 more tanks to move. It's going okay so far. this plug to the tank remover next. Here. Scoop this tank over. Out of our way. A little more water out of there, and we can get this tank out. This tank's going to be one of our last tanks we move because I have fry. I have eggs in there. I'm trying not to freak the dude out because they will eat it, and if he eats it, I'm going to be upset. So I'm trying not to trip him out. I'm trying my damnedest not to freak him out. So I want that one to be my last tank I move. Almost have all the tanks off this wall. That was today's goal, is to get the tanks off and possibly start tearing some of this wall down. That's good enough. I can actually carry that now. Let's do these ones next, I guess. Whew. Alright. We almost have this whole wall torn down, you guys. It's getting close. Getting really, really close. This heater's here. Heaters that are trapped up there. Also doesn't have this out. Free. That's good for that. Alright. Start sucking this tank down. Super excited about this. Sucks. Two more tanks to go, guys. looks sweet over there. Wish I could keep it that way, but not happening. Alright. Last 2 tanks. The tank wall's empty. Actually went pretty damn smooth, honestly. No complaints. Last tank. And this one I'm going to leave a little more full. Heaters right here. Heater. Act fast, fill them all back up. Alright guys, all the tanks are in the temporary spot now at this point. So let's fill them back up. Let's turn the gimbal back on here. So take you guys over to the new spot. Partially my mess here. Alright. Here's where they're at right now. Whew. Issues we're gonna have is I don't know where the damn little metal piece is that goes onto the sink. That's what I have to find right now. I have no idea or memory of where it could be. So that's gonna be a fun step one, is trying to locate that. So I need that before I can do anything else. Hopefully I can find the sink connector piece. Oh, I'm missing right now. Wasn't in the damn window for the longest time. Maybe it's in the junk drawer. I don't know. So for the longest damn time, of course it gets moved, and now I need it. So really important to have that right now too. really that dead? How the fuck did it die that like that? Alright, now we just gotta fill these tanks back up, guys. Let me turn the light on to where you guys can see a little better. That water on. Fill these tanks up. Fish alive. I got a whole kitchen counter full of them. Full of tanks. Oh boy. Things that happen when you're single, let me tell you. This wouldn't fly any other way, I tell you that. There we go. Here we go. That's all I got. Guys. Right. to find out real quick if this is going to hold. Let's hope it does. It's a lot of weight. Thanks for the like. Hi, Winnie the Pup. Hi from the UK. Hi from USA. What we're doing right now is we're filling these tanks up. Let me move this and I'll explain a little bit more. I'll show a little bit more about what we're doing right now. Fill these up a little bit here. But we had to move all the tanks that were on our tank wall to rebuild the tank wall. And we're currently, the house is a mess. We're tearing down the tank wall. And we're doing it with all 20-gallon longs. So this was the original tank wall over here. And we're breaking it down. And I had to move all the tanks. So the only space that was large enough, of course, kitchen counter. So I had to put everything on the kitchen counter. And now this is what we're up to. We're filling up tanks on the counter. Awesome. And these are things that keep you single, unless you got somebody that's into this stuff. But I'm single, so this is what I get to do. I'm trying to hurry up and fill these 8 tanks up, and then I have a bunch of 20-gallon long tanks that are going to be going on the new tank wall, because these are 10-gallon tanks, so we're rebuilding the tank wall for 20-gallon longs. I hope so. I hope so. This is a lot of work, and my place is trashed right now because of this stuff. So I'm really hoping that this works out and my fish thrive in the end. I have another tank wall with 9 20-gallon longs in the other room, and I just want to do this wall as well. So I'm really hoping and praying that this is all worth it and all my fish make it through the transition. I'm going today to pick up 4 more 20-gallon long tanks. I have 2 of them right here. There's 2 stacked up right here and a 40-gallon breeder. So just really hoping this goes according to plan. So we're just patiently filling up these tanks that I had to put over here temporarily. And hope this countertop, which I don't see why it wouldn't, but hopefully it holds all this weight. If not, we're gonna have some interesting catastrophic failure going on here. I built the countertop and the counters, so hopefully they'll hold the weight. But if you don't mind sharing my channel over in the UK, it'd be greatly appreciated. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Up there, 793. The temperature we're putting in is 79 degrees. And then the water in there was a little chillier than that, so we're hopefully going to end up at a balance of 78, and the heater should do good. Then I need to go through and put some prime in here in case there's any chlorines in the water. It's just a lot of work. Good morning, everybody. But yeah, now my kitchen has 8 tanks, plus the shrimp tank that's on the counter over here. So I have 9 tanks in my kitchen right now, occupying my counter space. If you guys don't mind, like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit a goal of 2K subscribers. And then I guess in the morning when I get off work, I will be, what is today, Thursday or Friday? Is it Thursday? I don't even know what day of the freaking week it is. It's Friday, so in the morning when I get off work, I guess I'll be tearing down the wall, and then we'll be rebuilding this weekend. And hopefully by Monday, we'll have it all set back up and be able to move fish into their new homes on the new tank wall. That's kind of the goal. It's been a long week transition, trying to break this wall down safely without having anything go on with the fish. So hopefully this continues to go well, and hopefully I don't lose anything while it's sitting here. Just hoping and praying. That's all I can do. Hope and pray, hope and pray. So far, so good though. It's going this well. Species. Those guys, they're all like, they're gonna be hiding somewhere. Here they are. It looks dead, so that's good. Something's dead in here. This is a good thing. Bubbler's going pretty good. We can turn that one up a little bit down here. Finish on this bubbler. Get to it. Bubbler just kind of weak. Why? It's supposed to help. It's not finished. I think it is. Almost got 4 of the 8 tanks. I've subscribed and we'll share. Thank you so much. Yes, Way, Rainer. I got them all in here. It's going, Rainer. It's going, all right? It's been a hell of a process here, I'll tell you what. Hell of a process. All right, that one's pretty much full. Let's go to the next one. A little bit more water. Some people thought I was joking when I said I was going to put these in my kitchen. I don't have nowhere else to put them right now. This is where they gotta go. What happened to the plywood? What do you mean? I got the wall empty over there. They're in my kitchen now. I didn't have nowhere else to put them, so they're on my countertop. It's over there. I just showed it. I think you've seen it. I hope you did. It's over there. It's going to be torn down. I'm rebuilding for 20-gallon longs. All these 10 gallons are going bye-bye. I'm only going to have 3 or 4 10-gallon tanks in the house. We're about to find out how much weight my countertop will handle, because this is going to be a lot of weight over here. A lot of weight. Hefty, hefty. And then hopefully the new water change triggers my albinos to spawn. All these tanks are bristlenose plecos except for the one on the end, which is over here is all the way at the end, blue polar parrots. But most of my tanks either have African cichlids, Oscars. I got quite a bit. I can go through before I get off here if you stick around for a little bit, Winnie, and I can do a tour and show what I got going on right now. I don't mind doing that at all. Just need to fill up 3 more tanks after this one, and then we're good. Not messing around here, guys. Some serious business here. Serious business. I just hope my male doesn't eat my eggs that are in here with these green dragons. I'll be highly, highly upset if he does. I don't think he's going to do it, though. Oh, man. Alright, bye, Rainer. Have a nice day. These guys just got to make it one more move, guys. One more move, and that's going to be into the 20 gallons, and we're home free. So hopefully we can make it. These guys will hold on a little longer. Then they'll be in their final home, and they won't be bothered anymore. Last couple tanks here. Didn't need to fill that one up that much. I filled it up a little high, but it'd be alright. One more tank to go after this. Then I'll give you the tour, Winnie. Can almost fit 9 tanks on that countertop. Kind of looks neat. See if my drawer's still open. Oh, look at that. Built well. I did a good job on that. That's a lot of freaking weight on that. You don't realize how heavy a tank are until you have to move them. Yeah, exactly. Yep, and then when they're full like that, I think the 10-gallon, when they're full like that, I think they weigh like around 100 pounds, something like that, with 10 gallons of water. So I mean, we got 800 pounds sitting on this countertop when these are all full, somewhere around 800 pounds, plus all the gravel and everything. So there'd be around 900 pounds on this countertop. Last one. Last tank. This is like nerve-wracking as all hell. Hi Carson. Hi Jerome. Please subscribe, guys. Mixed edits. Those are 2 feet tanks. They're 10-gallon tanks, so whatever the specs are for a 10-gallon, I think they're 1.5 feet or something like that. I don't think they're 2 feet. Give me a minute, I'll measure it out for you. I don't mind. Just I need to finish filling this one tank so I can shut this water off. I don't walk away from tanks while I'm filling them because I've had too many bad experiences with that. So we just don't do that anymore. I'll sit here and babysit it for an hour if it takes an hour. But if you guys don't mind, thumbs up, subscribe. I'm almost at 2K subs. So thanks to everybody. I left the most water in this tank when I carried them all over here because this one is my green dragons and there's eggs in the cave. So of course it's like the worst time to have to move a tank, but gotta do what you gotta do, right? So there we go. Alright, now I can actually interact with you guys a little bit better. we got this taken care of. Let me coil this up here. It's freezing ass cold outside. It's like a couple degrees outside right now. And my drain line for my sink, I'm pretty sure is partially frozen. Because my sink is draining really freaking slow. I normally don't have any issues like that. That's kind of what it leads me to believe. I was gone for a little while from home, so pretty sure that's what happened is it wasn't being used and the water in there froze to an extent. Guys, get this off my sink back together. Try to get this damn thing off of here. Sink back together. We got all the tanks filled up. Jerome the Great, how you doing? I have one pair, flower horn, more guppies, more platy, more molly, more swordtail, 3-piece koi, 2 hammerhead, 1 angelfish, 1 catfish. Awesome. It's pretty cool. I got a bunch of angelfish and no guppies or nothing like that. I don't have any platies, no mollies, no swordtail, no koi, no hammerheads. I have tons of catfish. Shut it off. Alright, so here's the blue polar parrots. And there's some convicts in here, yellow convicts. Other guys in the back over there. I got these guys, and then we have albino bristle noses in here. And then we have L267 bristle noses. Which I hope that's a male. Looks like a male. Yeah, he's got spikes going up his nose too. That's cool. He's getting pretty big. Hopefully I got 2 males and 2 females in here. There's another one down here. I think it's a female, and I think that's a female. And then the other guy is under here, which I think is a female. So I think I have 2 males, 2 females of the L267s. And then in here is new species. They're hiding because they just aren't happy right now. Then this tank is green dragons, long fin, common bristle noses are in here. And then this is commons, and then green dragons. And in here, let's check on the eggs now that we filled everything up. I hope the eggs are okay. Yes, he didn't eat his eggs, so that's good. There's just a big pile of eggs back in here. I'm just not going to focus on it. It's hard to get it to focus in the cave, but you can see the eggs on the bottom down there and some healthy parasites. So there's that. And that's what's going on here. Like I said, my place is a freaking absolute pigsty right now. Here's my angels. Some of them. I just had to move this tank. This tank was on the bottom down on the left over here. So that whole tank wall just got emptied. I had 18 tanks on that wall. So we've just kind of been breaking them down all week. So here's the angels that are in here. Some Grammies. And there's a big pleco in there too. And then this is the 220 gallon tank right here. It's slowly sinking into the floor. I got giant Oscars, Vija Fenestratus. We have a Green Terror, Jack Dempsey, Red Davies, huge 9-inch albino pleco, 16 going on 17-inch bicher down there. We have Oscars, giant 8-inch Pictus catfishes. There's a 1 foot plus pleco down here you can kind of see. Of course the Oscars, giant Oscars. The biggest one in here is like 11 inches. We got Raphael cats hiding. Here's one right here. There's a Raphael, big giant Raphael catfish in here. Those guys are huge. That was the rest of the tanks that were on the wall right here that I broke down throughout the week. But yeah, this whole tank wall is coming down. I got all the wood and I'm rebuilding it. It had 16 10 gallons on it, and it had a 40 gallon breeder and a 50 gallon breeder on the bottom. Absolutely, thanks for subscribing. What else? So we're doing that. That's what's going on with this. Then we got all these tanks right here, 9 20 gallon longs, and more different types of angelfish in here. And then this is a grow out tank. There's just a bunch of different random bristlenose plecos in here. I got albinos. There's blue-eyed lemon, 3 of those in here. I gotta get more of them. I need like 5 more of those, so I have 8 of them. There's commons in here. I thought I possibly had some calicos in here, but I don't think I do. Thought that's what they were going to be, was calicos. And here is honeycomb bristlenose, aka L519s. Trying to get them to breed again. And we have snow white bristlenoses. Oh hell yeah, he's starting to get bristles on their noses. Finally. These guys have been growing out for a while. I need to get on my water change game in here so they grow a little faster. I think that's a female there. That's a nice female if that's what that is. And then we have larger, matured snow whites in here. Nice healthy snow whites. Look at them splits starting to happen at the tips. Sweet. Got some males holding down some cave spots. I think that's going to be another male right there. So we got, I think there's 3 males in here and 5 females. So that's what's going on in here. This is a med tank. This guy, giant red dobby. Don't know what's wrong with him. Just got some kind of fungus that started happening. So we got pulled out and put into the med tank. This guy got beat up pretty good. So he's in here getting meds and stuff. Super reds down here. You had a super red male bristle nose. This is my female right here. She's an old girl. She's big. She's a big girl. Here's my super red female in here. She just kind of chills. I don't know. She's pretty old, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to have her. She might pass away sometime soon. I hope not, but knock on some wood. But there's also a bunch of smaller juveniles in here as well, hiding all over the damn place. There's one on the glass. There's a bunch of them down under here. Yeah, I've been losing a couple of them through old age that I've gotten from people. I'm starting to learn it's kind of better to grow your own than to get them from people, because odds are when you get them from people, they're older and you're not going to have them but for X amount of years. I got just a random assortment in here. Got red-tailed loach. Those can be hard to come by sometimes. Parrotfish. I forget what some of these are. There's Pleco down under here. It hides under there. There's another kind of catfish over here. And somewhere on the filter there's another spotted type catfish. Yeah, blood parrots. He's a big guy too. He's pretty big. He's a pretty big guy. And then over here we have green dragons. More of them. I tried getting some more caves. I need to put more caves in here because I got a couple of decent males in here and a bunch of females, or what I suspect to be females. But I got some pretty cool looking green dragons in here as well. And there's a couple little baby ones in here. There's one right there. Just to grow out for now. But these guys all my green dragons are going to get combined into the 40-gallon breeder. I'm going to put like 6-7 caves in there, maybe 8 caves, and grow them out in there. Let's see who's in here. There's a good male right there. Look at them bristles. We're waiting, trying to get some eggs in here too. Let's see here. So that's this wall here. That's 9 20-gallon longs. And go back here. Let me shut this water off. I got a tank in the bathroom because I ran out of space. See, this is what I mean. My drains are kind of freezing up on me here. I don't know if the tub's gonna fill up too. Let's see. I kind of want to see if that's the case. I think my drains are overloading here. It's not good. But like I said, it's like when I looked about a couple hours ago, it was -1 degree outside, and it's been really cold for a while. It's draining back down. It's just taking a minute. But this is one of my original tanks here. Oh yeah, it's filling up with water a little bit. Just a little bit. But this is one of my original tanks here. I don't do water changes on this tank. I don't do anything at all to this tank. This tank is self-sustaining. I got loaches in here. There's horse face loaches in here. There's some dark ones in here. There's a bunch of different types of loaches in here. There's a couple of bristlenose plecos in here too that are growing out. I got some shrimps in here. Let's see here, what else? The filter don't really look like it's doing its job too much. I got rosies or whatever these. There's assassin snails in here. Red tail shark. It's in here. There's another one of my loaches right there. There's one over there. There's a horse face loach in here somewhere as well. That normally just has his head sticking out somewhere. There's another type of loach back there in the back. It's one of my newer ones. I hope he's alive. Yeah, he is. I can see his jaw moving. Let's see if we can find the horse face loach. He's around somewhere. He's, like I said, normally his head's just poking out of the sand somewhere. It can take me like 20 minutes to find his ass sometimes. He could be all up in the stuff over here. Well, that guy moved. You guys can actually see him now. Actually, we can go to the side and get a look at him. He's pretty cool. Yep, Cooley loaches, ram's horn, and my favorite rabbit snails. Rabbit snails? I'm gonna have to look those up. Not too familiar with that term. And I go in my room, and we have a 125 gallon in here that has all African cichlids. Let me turn this light off. And I need to grab my other phone so I can turn the tank light on, but there's a whole assortment of African cichlids in here. Pretty expensive tank. Thank you, thank you. And then down here we have a grow out tank for more African cichlids. Cory cat down here. I got all different kinds of African cichlids. I got quite a collection of different types. Yellowtail acai. And then there's the babies up here. This is my fry tank for them. There's a whole bunch of little babies in here. Little teeny tiny baby fries. Ultima Gap, welcome. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe and like. Got a whole build coming up. New tanks, a whole bunch of new stuff coming. But I'm always doing something on here, guys. I've been trying to go live like every day. I think I've only missed one day this week, maybe, so far since last weekend. Trying to get my watch hours up. And I'm trying to hit 2K subs. And I'm almost there. Sorry for you guys. Another yellowtail acai in here. I've been trying to get out because he's too damn small to be in here. So he needs to go back in the 29 gallon. Yeah, this is my bedroom tank. This is the one that I look at every night when I go to sleep. Absolutely love this tank. Somewhere in here, and then I got a giant upside down fish here. And I don't have the remote with me to turn this light on right now, but the colors are way more vibrant than what you guys are actually seeing, of course. Buffering and glitching, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm actually about to get off the live here in a minute, so just subscribe, guys. Let me see here.